G'day Trendsetter, Stuart here, and today I'm making an intro for the video that I made yesterday. Something went terribly wrong and I had nothing of the intro recorded. So today I'm just making my way up the back to the tomato patch because that's what the video is about. And I went through quite a lot of things. I went through pinching out laterals, taking cuttings of tomatoes, what else? Staking, tying them up. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to mention. It never got recorded as well, but I removed the lower 18 to 24 inches of leaves because tomatoes are prone to all sorts of diseases and blights and fungus and whatever you can think of. So I removed those because basically they're like, as it was explained to me once, they're like step ladders to the rest of the plant for the disease to climb up. So I removed the bottom 18 to 24 inches of leaves. So that's about that. There's only one other thing I wanted to show you before I move on into the video itself, and that's just down here. So I'll just set the camera up and get it in focus, then I'll show you what I'm talking about. What I'm hoping you can see, I'm not exactly sure if you can, just these little white bumps on the stem of the tomato here. This is the beginning of an advantageous root system for tomatoes, and this is why tomatoes will strike from cuttings, whether you put the cutting in potting mix or water. But this is why they strike so easily. They're just that type of plant. And you'll also find a lot of root cuttings or stem cuttings come from below a node, but you'll notice that these roots are between the nodes, so they're called internodal, and you can take internodal root cuttings. I'll also talk a bit more about that in the rest of the video. And if you're lucky, you can look at that, my first tomato. That's the Don Burke's Italian tomato, a little bit close to the ground. I don't know if I'm actually going to get that one. Oh, there's a weed there. There's a leaf there. I'll have to cut that off later too. But you can see there where I've cut those other leaves off. But anyhow, I'll get you back set up and we'll watch the rest of the video that I recorded yesterday. Okay, so this is my lateral. So this is, can you see? Yeah, this is the leaf, and that's your main stem. So this is the leaf axis. But you've got this growth growing out of the here, and we call that lateral. And I'm just going to take that out with my secateurs. Now, what we can do is we can make a cutting out of this. So what we can do with this lateral is take cuttings. Tomatoes strike ridiculously quickly and easily from a cutting. So that's about 6 inches long from the tip of the leaf to the bottom, and it doesn't matter where you cut it. Tomato cuttings are what they call internodal cuttings, so they'll put roots out anywhere along that stem. So I've got just a little 5-6 inch pot here. Just stick your finger in the hole, bury the cutting in about halfway, and I reckon if this weather stays as warm as it is at the moment, we're already nudging the high 20s, low, getting into the 30s. 3 weeks and this will start showing signs of growth. Because of this, I only buy one tomato plant or one of each variety, and as this is ready, or as this is finishing, this is ready, so I can continually crop until the weather's too cold for tomatoes. Now another thing you can do, I'll just find another lateral. They're not, I have been leaving them on here so I could make this video. This one's quite long. But if you've got kids and you want to try and get them interested in the garden, so again we're going to go from the tip backwards about 6 inches, so what's that, somewhere around there. It's just a habit of mine, but I still cut around a node, take all these big leaves off, probably reduce that one by half. Just get yourself a jar of water and just sit it in there. You can sit half a dozen in there. And again, the same as the pot. 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, depends on the weather a bit. And they'll start showing signs of root. And you can pull it out and show the kids the roots developing along the stems, and maybe just create a bit of curiosity within the child's mind as how that works. So there. Now, I've got quite a few laterals here. I'll take another, I've got another one over here. And that's the same again. I can just knock these bigger leaves off. That's the node there. I'll just cut below that and drop it in the water again. So that's 2. Normally you wouldn't let this lateral growth grow this big. You'd pinch it out when it's quite little. If you can see, can we see this? Hang on, I'll just change the camera angle. So there's a really little one just here, and all you normally do is just pinch them out. Right, so that's that one. I want to get this lower growth off. Actually, that's a whole stem there is a lateral growth. I don't want that. Take that one off. I've already got little tomatoes in here. You can't see them. Hang on. Let's come down. No, sorry, I can't get them. Anyhow, I'll take this. So that's, what's that, 6, 12, it's about 18 inches, so I can take that one off, and that one off, and that one. I'll just zoom back. Now, same on this other one. Just knock them back. There's a lateral there, I'll pinch him out and take that leaf off. Now, also this one needs to be tied up, so I'll just move the camera around. Hopefully we can see something. All right, this, yep. So I'm just using baling twine at the moment because it comes with the straw when I buy it, so waste not, want not. And if you can, I do what you call a figure 8. So you loop around here and then you loop around the outside. You don't want to tie it firmly to the stake. You just want to tie it up so as it keeps growing up. So I'll keep that leaf. I've got another little lateral in here. Pinch that out. And another little lateral at the top. I'll just move that camera back again. Sorry about the camera movement, but I'm here on my own, as I normally am, and it's hard to do 2 things at once. But again, just a little figure 8. A little double knot in the back there. That's all you need. So they're well in their way. I'll just show you these little tomatoes if I can. They've started already. Can you see them? Look at these. Here we go. Just got them. Just the size of a big marble at the moment. Anyhow, that's the Diggers Club tomato. Oh, there's another lateral. Once you start finding them, it just keeps going. So I'll just come around, and I've got a fair bit of tidying up to do on this Don Burke Italian tomato. Righto, I'm going to start by removing all these lower leaves because it's making it hard to see what I'm actually need to do. I'll just take all those leaves off. Of course, all these leaves will end up in the compost bin. You don't want to waste them. Here's another lateral. I'll make another cutting out of that for the water bottle. Another lateral. Right. So what do we got here? I've actually got three stems. I might tie the two of those up. I think yeah. So I'll do a double 8 on both sides to hold them up. Yep, that's going to work. And I might just tie them individually from there. Okay. Again, little number 8. Right, that's that one. I've still got a few leaves, lower leaves. I'll get rid of all of them. Like the man said, they're like a step ladder for disease up to the rest of the plant. I still can't believe the health of these plants. They're really enjoying that 5-in-1 by the looks of it, obviously. So far, so good. Okay, I just got this stem here. And oh, there's another big lateral. I'll get him out. There you go, he's gone. And a number 8 here. He's a bit wonky, so I'll do tie another one just a little bit higher up so he's nice and straight. Number 8. Doesn't matter how tempting it is to tie the right around the whole thing and tie it to the stake. It just won't ever work. The stem will swell in size as it grows, and you'll end up strangling the plant. All right, I think that's about it. I'll clean up my mess, put a bit more mulch down. The mulch is not only for suppressing weeds and maintaining moisture in the soil. At this stage, it's also keeping a barrier between the soil and the plant and hopefully stopping disease getting onto the tomato, because if anything, tomatoes are susceptible to so many blights and diseases and stuff like that, especially when the weather's warm and humid. But anyhow, I hope that made sense. I'll see what I can do in editing. But if you found that of any value or interest, I'd love you to subscribe. I'm chasing 1,000 YouTube subscribers so as I can monetize the site, and also it helps spread the message and get the everybody out there veggie gardening in their own backyard, hopefully. Well, that's it for now, and cheers. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Phew.